Hey everybody, so today I'm going to talk to you about Woman Hollering Creek. Now, as my research has discovered about this one little Texas tale, if you're traveling from San Antonio to Houston, you're going to see a sign that says Woman Hollering Creek. And if you're anything like me, you are going to explore interestingly named places. So there's two stories as to how this creek got its name. Now, one story is that a local rancher woman got a little too close to the river and something happened at the river. So she was either being ravaged or she had slipped into the river. She was screaming for assistance and nobody came to her aid. And so to this day, they say that if you listen, you can hear her screaming in the wind. And if you get too close to the river, she tries to reach in and pull you down. So that's one version of the story. Now, the other version of the story, you have to go back to colonial Texas. Now, for those of you who don't know Texas history, before the Alamo and the creation of the Texas Republic, Texas was part of the Spanish colony of Mexico. Okay, so at that point, this same creek was actually known as the Arroyo de la Llorona. So for those of you who don't know the La Llorona story, I apologize, my Spanish isn't that good. So this woman gets dumped by her boyfriend or jilted by her lover, or her husband runs away with some other woman or something. And in her grief, she murders her children. And then when she realizes what she's done, she goes and she murders herself. So she drowns herself in the river. So this particular creek, the Woman Hollering Creek, was at that point in colonial Texas, was known as the Arroyo de la Llorona. So how we get from that to Woman Hollering Creek is that a cartographer was sent to map out the new republic, and he gets to this area of Texas between San Antonio and Houston, and he starts asking the locals, what's the name of this creek? And the locals start telling him it's, Arroyo de la Llorona. And he's like, but what's a La Llorona? Being a typical Easterner. And they said to him, well, it's a woman who cries. It's a hollering woman. It's a mourning woman. It's a crying woman. And they're trying to explain to them what a La Llorona is. And so he goes, Woman Hollering Creek. So he added the name Woman Hollering Creek to the Arroyo de la Llorona, okay, which is actually the creek of the crying woman. So, depending on which story you're looking at, is how you come up with Woman Hollering Creek. So the next time you're going from San Antonio to Houston, or Houston to San Antonio, and you pass over that one little ridge, and you see that sign that says Woman Hollering Creek, now you know the story. But there's more. According to local legend, if you do get too close to that creek, you will hear the mournful cries of a woman in distress or anguish. And if you get too close to that creek, a ghostly hand will reach up and try to drag you in. So, there you go. Day one of your Texas legends and tales. And now you know a little something about Woman Hollering Creek. So tomorrow night, we're going to talk about babyhead. Yeah, you heard me. Babyhead. All right. Love you. Bye.